Recording. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for hopping on today and supporting Janice and spending some time to possibly improve your health, which in my opinion is one of the most important things. If we don't have our health, what do we have? So the program that we're going to talk really quickly today about is a 90-day reset. And this is kind of, I call it a reset because it's like pressing the reset button on your body. So it kind of handles a little bit of everything, every aspect of your body, but the main focus of this program is gut health, which, if you follow a lot of research that they've been doing about health, they've discovered that the gut is the second brain. So when your gut's out of balance, it affects so many other aspects of your health. So I am actually really quickly just going to pull up, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about, if you're visual like me, just so you can see what it is I'm talking about. 1 second. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah, okay. So the program consists of 2 meal replacements per day, which is the Power Shake. And the Power Shake, I think a lot of people are a little jaded from other programs. This is not a protein shake. This is actually a superfood shake. It's the equivalent of about 9 to 10 superfood salads in one glass. Everything from the company is certified organic, non-GMO, and it's sourced from regenerative soil. So it's much more nutrient dense than things you can get at sometimes the grocery store, unless you are, farming it yourself or happen to know a farmer where you're getting it from and it's sourced from regenerative soil. You need a lot more of that, let's say it's spinach, than you would if it's sourced from regenerative soil. So the Power Shake would be your 2 meal replacements per day. It's delicious. Everyone gets a little freaked out because it's a bright green powder, but it's actually delicious. And I have some recipes that are really yummy. And then the Power Shake is going to help alkalize your body, which I'm sure as a lot of you know, a lot of diseases cannot thrive in an alkaline environment. It's also going to help curb cravings. I've had a lot of people who started the program for because they were having issues with their blood work. And so the Power Shake is, in my opinion, it's amazing. So it's going to help curb cravings and then help if you're having issues with some blood work as well. And then we have the aminos. This is actually going to be your protein. They're tablets. And this is a really special protein because this was actually created by a doctor. So most proteins, whether it's a vegan source of protein or an animal source of protein, you're only absorbing about 18 to 45% of that actual protein. And the rest of that is getting filtered out through your kidneys. So if you're doing a very high protein diet, it's very hard on your kidneys. This protein is 99.4% absorbable, and only 0.6 of that gets filtered out through your kidneys. And this was actually designed by a doctor whose patients were in comas and were paralyzed. And the reason he created it is so that their muscles wouldn't atrophy. So it's actually designed to build muscle even at a resting rate, which is very exciting. So a lot of people who start the program are like, hey, I'm starting to see like a little 6-pack coming in and I haven't even been doing anything. So it's really, yeah, I know, right? Like, hallelujah, we all want that. And especially as women, we start losing muscle mass as we get older. So it's really important to have lean muscle. So that's the protein. We also have our Biomedic here. This is also another really special product. This is a pre and probiotic, and it is the only clinical solution for removing and repairing glyphosate damage in our body. So for those of you who don't know what glyphosate is, it's the key ingredient in Roundup, which is sprayed on 80% of our food. It's in the air we breathe, the water we drink, and it's impossible to not ingest it. And glyphosate has been linked to things like autism, dementia, certain types of cancer, and the infertility, the list goes on and on and on. And our Biomedic is the only clinical solution for removing that from your system and then helping to repair the damage that it's done to our bodies. It's also proven to reduce your C-reactive protein, which is your inflammation marker, by 74% in just 6 weeks. So especially if you're someone who's suffering from something like an autoimmune disorder or certain types of arthritis, it's going to help reduce your inflammation. And then we also have our apothecary that you'll have at night. And this is the most natural occurring form of melatonin. So it's going to help promote deep restorative sleep. And when you're in deep restorative sleep, that's when your cells are able to heal themselves. The apothecary is also going to help clean out your liver and your kidneys. And then we also have right here our super cleanser. This is actually a parasite cleanse. And I know people get like a little freaked out by a parasite cleanse, but it's a very gentle one. It's not going to send you running to the bathroom. And you'll do it once you start your program, you'll do the parasite cleanse on day 11. You'll do it for 10 days. You'll take 20 days off and then 10 days back on. And the reason for that, this is going to sound really gross, but that's the gestation period for parasites. So the first round is getting rid of the active parasites in your gut. And then I know this is gross, waiting for the eggs to hatch. And that's when you do the second round of the parasite cleanse. So that's the main part of the program. The nice thing about this is it is not a starvation program. You can snack as much as you want in between meals, in between your shakes. So if you feel hungry, eat. A lot of people ask, what can I eat? I would recommend sticking to whole foods. So whether it's, veggies, fruit, salads, a hard-boiled egg, a piece of grilled chicken. What we're trying to do is minimize all of the inflammation in our body. So staying away from things that are going to cause that inflammation to rise back up. So processed food, processed sugar, minimizing dairy if possible. You do not have to follow any special diet. You could be vegan, keto, paleo, whatever you want, but I do recommend sticking to whole foods and organic non-GMO when possible. That way we're not working against what this is trying to help with. So that's the main part of the program. The company is very confident that you'll like it. So they actually have a 60-day money back guarantee. So you can literally on day 59 send your empty bags and they'll give you a full refund. And I actually wanted to show you guys this graph. I put my mom on the program. She was struggling with her blood work for 2 years. So this was the first 2 years right here. And then I put her on the program and you can see how much her numbers dropped. This was after 2 months of being on the program. So it almost sounds too simple, but really what's happening is, especially in the US, like we have Frankenfoods here. Everything's being sprayed with stuff. Everything's being ultra processed to be addictive. We're overfed and undernourished. And what this system is doing is really just getting our bodies back to what it understands and what it can thrive on. So like a lot of the improvements that I hear from people, which I've experienced a lot of them too, are improved energy, brain fog, their blood work, which I just showed you, chronic pain if you're dealing with something like arthritis or fibromyalgia, digestive issues, bloating, sleep, autoimmune symptoms, hormonal balances, mood, skin, changes in their skin, cravings, what else? Weight loss, feeling stronger, and their immune systems being stronger as well. That's just like the tip of the iceberg. I put people on this program all the time and they'll send me these random texts like, oh my gosh, I'm experiencing this. And that's not even why I started it. And it's just your body knows what to do if you give it the right fuel. So that is the program. And you're probably wondering how much it costs. So it's very reasonable. It works out to $12 a day. And the first month, which includes the parasite cleanse, which will have the amount that you need for both of those 2 rounds that I talked about, is $361. And then month 2 and 3 drop down to $329. And the reason we do this program for 3 months is because whatever you're dealing with your body, it did not get to where it is overnight. It's not going to change overnight. So for me, I've struggled with like debilitating IBS my whole life. And I was getting flare-ups at least twice a month. And for me, I started noticing all these non-scale victories in month 1 and 2. And then by month 3, I stopped getting IBS flare-ups. My arthritis in my hands stopped swelling up. And I got back to my pre-baby weight by month 3. So you'll start noticing a lot of like non-scale victories and scale victories that you won't even expect. And so then what happens after month 3 is it'll automatically switch over to a maintenance program. So the maintenance program is 1 meal replacement per day that will include your protein, your apothecary, and your biomedic. If you're not loving the program, you can cancel at any time, but I'm honestly not worried about that. Everybody loves it. And that's basically it. It's your only regret will be not starting it sooner. It sounds so cliche, but it's true. It's totally changed my life and my health. I used to be sick all the time, and I rarely get sick anymore. Like I said, my IBS and my arthritis don't flare up anymore. And it's just been like such a blessing for my health. Does anyone have any questions? No? Okay. I want to keep this short and sweet because I know we're all busy. So if you want to get back with Janice, she can give you a little bit more information about it if you would like to order. But otherwise, I will let you guys go. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for getting on and supporting Janice.
Yeah, thank you guys. And CD just hopped on, and Michelle probably missed the first
We'll send her
part,
the recording.
but yeah, we'll send it to you guys. Thank you.
All right, thanks guys. Have a good one.
All right, thanks.
Who's